So it's kind of everything. Sometimes it's very basic, other times it's kind of more complicated, how to do a Boolean search or what is a Boolean search. So, but it can be just how do I find a book with the Dewey system? They wouldn't be familiar with the system that we use for shelving the books. So it could be anything.
And it starts with the very basic, how do I take out a book? Where is the book? What flight of stairs do I, travel up to? The lecturer has given us a basic code. What types of codes are these? How can we understand them? These would be, I suppose, after 2 or 3 weeks going through an academic semester, you can understand pretty well. But for the first couple of days, it's very intimidating.
There was a good stack of books there, but I didn't know how to follow the numbers. So I, for a long time, I was just searching and probably wasting a lot of time.
Yeah, finding material I needed, probably then later on would have been finding journals and accessing journals that would have been relevant to the course I was studying.
And things like, we use the word journal, and to most people a journal is a diary, whereas we refer to it, it's a magazine that's more scholarly. And so we need to say all this. We also need to do things like we say, have you searched the catalogue? I mean, a catalogue, you think of Littlewoods.
I think the first problem is mindset, that the whole idea of accessing material for themselves is a new concept to most students. When they get started, I think the most difficult thing is using the online databases because they are quite complex.
If anything, they find that it's to refine down the search to what they need, that's the big issue in the library. Not the lack of information, it's the amount of it.
A lot of the work that we would do in our postgrad course would be online. So you need to have that area of expertise where you're able to tap in online and look at the various functionalities that would be available to you. Again, that can be daunting because if you're used to reading the printed matter and suddenly you're going to, an e-version of that printed matter, that can take some time to get used to.